Torah life ministries come out of the world. Messiah people seek the truth.
And we're doing this live. We continue to read the Psalms live each day, and we're up to Psalms 20. We did Psalms 119 yesterday, which was really long. I encourage you to go and see it. Just wonderful. So Psalms 120, and the author is anonymous. Some people suggest it might have been King Hezekiah, but this is interesting because this one's a prayer for deliverance from false accusers. All believers must live with the tension of being in the world but not belonging to it. So as we read this psalm, Psalms 120 to 134 are called pilgrim psalms, or songs of ascent. It says they were sung by those who journeyed, ascended to the temple for the annual feast. Each psalm is a step along the journey. Psalms 120 begins the journey in a distant and hostile surroundings, and then it goes on with Psalms 122 and so on. So just to fill you in on the background of Psalms 120. So as we read this, it says here, a song of pilgrim of ascending to Jerusalem. I took my troubles to Yahweh. I cried out to him, and he answered my prayer. So right away we see three things here. We see whoever wrote this psalm taking his troubles to Yahweh, knowing who to go to. He cried out. So he didn't just take them to him, he cried out. So his heart was in it. He was passionate about it. And his prayers were answered. So this person who wrote this psalm was very blessed. It says, rescue me, O Yahweh, from the liars and from the deceitful people. O a deceptive tongue, what will Yahweh do to you? How will he increase your punishment? You will be pierced with sharp arrows and burned with glowing coals. How I suffer in far off Meshech. It pains me to live in distant Kedar. I am tired of living among the people who hate peace. So this is a great example of what's going on in the world today, of how we're stuck to live with people, and many people who aren't believers. And but we find refuge in Yahweh. He takes us under his wing. And that's what fellowship is so for. And that's why it's so great. That's why every Friday night we have live fellowship at 10 p.m. Eastern time, just to help people understand that there's fellowship. There's more fellowship out there, and you don't have to be thinking that you're alone and no one else out there. And verse 7 finally says, I search for peace, but when I speak of peace, they want war. And that's the world around us. That's the world we live in today. And it's not only distant people. It's people in our own house sometimes that aren't believers or that just can't see. People call me up all the time saying there's no peace within their own home. And then you got to go outside and there's no peace. And this person was didn't want to be so distant from Jerusalem. And he wrote this song about it. And he sang it. And yeah, so we need to take refuge knowing that Yahweh's with us regardless of where we're at. And it's all believers must live with the tension of the world but not be in the world. And that's what it is, being in the world but not in the world, right? And that's what we have to do. So I say we live in the darkness and we have a choice, but to succumb to the darkness or to be a light in the darkness. And a light in the darkness shines lighter than a light in light. So be a light in that darkness. Hallelujah. That one's getting a shofar blast. Hallelujah. All right. Hallelujah. All right. So go out there and be a light today. And don't let anyone steal your light and steal your joy. Can't take your joy away. That's right. And thanks for watching this. Put your comments, questions below the video. And please share this with others on Facebook and YouTube, whether you're watching it live or not live. And go ahead and see yesterday's Psalm 119 if you didn't see it all yet. And we're just continuing to roll through the Psalms. And after we get through the Psalms, we're going to find another book to read. And I want to encourage you as a believer, the things you need to be doing on a regular basis. Pray, praise, proclaim, read and repent and submit. That's what you need to do. Praise, pray, proclaim, read and repent and submit. And do those every single day. It doesn't have to be in that order, but you need to do those every day. All right. All right, everybody. Thank you. Until then, have a great day. And Yahweh bless you.
Come out of the world, oh my people, seek the truth, avoid the evil, learn Yahweh's ways, Torah life ministries, come out of the world.